Do you feel like being an emu? Do you feel like sticking your neck out? Anyway, this is Dave Thurston's handmade emu statues. There's a male, a female, and a baby one. They're $10,000. And mind you, these took him over a year to make. These are all handmade, and there's no other ones. They are original. And Dave's not going to make any more. But anyway, there's also a great big goanna, which I miss filming again because he puts it over there in the grass and you don't see it. It's about just over a metre long. It's way down on my channel, way down. He talks about the prices down there, but I'll put the prices on the headings and all these things. Now, if you want to find Dave, you go to Windsor, make sure you got a full tank of fuel or over half a tank of fuel. And then you drive up from Windsor to Wilberforce, you drive up the Putty Road, and you go about 100 k's. Or if you're coming from Singleton, you come back 70 k's. 70.3 kilometres from Singleton, down the Putty Road, over the bridge at Singleton Railway Tracks, or around the bypass, whatever it is, and you'll find Dave. He's in the old halfway roadhouse. And if you like to have one of these emus in your office, or they're ideal for if you want to put them in an office space, or you want to actually put them in your driveway somewhere safe out in the bush where nobody's going to grab them, like if you're in the back roads or somewhere, not where some thieving mongrel's going to come past and grab them. Or if you want to use them as ornaments in your personal backyard or whatever. Basically, they're metal art. They're, as I said, they're one of a kind. Dave's not going to be on the planet much longer. And even the great big statue there, the Wu Man, that's $500,000. That's pure stainless steel. That took him 5 years to build that. So it didn't take him, 10 minutes. But if you just want to go out there and look at the art and go and have a look at it and get a day out, get out of the city and just have a good day out there with Dave. He does bacon and egg rolls out there. You can have salt and pepper, tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, chili sauce, whatever you want. Now, mind you, they are $10 a roll, but he does give you a great big piece of bacon. He does fill it up full of egg, and he does have to travel 70 k's into town to go and get it, and 70 k's to bring it back. So he's got to do a 140 kilometres round trip just to do the groceries for every weekend. So that costs him petrol and time. So he doesn't get food deliveries like most supermarkets. He's got to go into town himself and go and get it. He's got to spend his time doing all the shopping. And on top of that, he also does sausages and onions, and he does all the shopping. He buys all his own cans of drink, and he's got all the soft drinks out there. You make a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and you can sit down and relax. You sit on those tables there behind the emu's head, or the one over in the top right-hand corner of the screen, that little white thing up there in the top right-hand corner sticking out. That's the stealth table and chairs. Now, when you sit in there, you can hear yourself. Yes, you actually hear yourself. It's acoustically designed, so you don't have to yell out down the table. You just hear each other like you're sitting right next to each other. It's unbelievable. Fantastic sound effect. It's even just worth the trip just going out there, sitting out there for that. And above the table is a little deck. It's in the videos, on the live stream video. You can see it. Have a look down on my channel. There's a live stream video. Its heading is George, David, Mr. Dog, and Mr. Hominoid. So go and have a look, and you'll see me. I'll walk around it. It's a live stream. It's not very clear. It's not as clear as this picture. But you get the general idea. Now, if you want to go out there, if you want to have a music festival out there or something like that, you can contact Dave. He's on Facebook. And you can go out there. There's over there behind where my car is up there in the background. There's a sound stage. And there's another sound stage in the other back property. You can camp out there if you want to go out there camping. The emu right here, he won't bite you. He'll just sit there and look at you, but he won't bite you. But there are goannas out there. The goannas won't hurt you as long as you don't go too close. And you can just feed them. And if they do get close, you just push them away with a stick. You don't hit them. You just say, go away. And he'll go away. The big goanna's called Billy. and the other ones I'm not sure of their names. There's Mother Goanna as well. But they are wild, but they are half trained sort of thing for a wild goanna. They know that they're not an aggressive species, but they do come around. If you give them food, by all means, but that encourages them to come around. But Dave usually feeds them every day about 1 o'clock, between 12 and 1:30. Dave will feed the goannas. Go down to my channel, have a look, and you'll see that's my dog or something, a goanna eating an egg. Yeah, that's him. That's Billy the goanna. Anyway, so Mr. Hominoid, if you want to go there and see Dave Thurston, he's on Facebook. David, D-A-B-I-D, David Thurston, Thurston. He's on Facebook as David Thurston Tables, because he makes all those tables over there himself. And he's just a genius at putting things together. There was no plans for this. He just done everything out of his mind. I mean, if you look at the wings in the video, you'll see all the different little patterns he's put on the wings to imitate the feather marks. He's just absolute genius. So go and have a look. Anyway, from Mr. Hominoid, mrhominoid@gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll forward it on to David. I'll give it to David. Not a problem. I see him every weekend, every so often. And I've got his home phone number and I'll give him a ring and he can send you back an email. He does have a computer. He does have the internet. So not a problem there. But he is out in the bush, but he's not isolated. But all those things are there up there for sale. That's how the man makes his living, or tries to, with the coronavirus around the world. But yeah, if you're interested, by all means, if you're interested. Or if you just want to get there, you got a group of people, you want to go out there and play your music, contact me and I'll get hold of Dave and I'll let him know, give him your phone number. He'll give you a ring and you can come out there, set up, you can play the music as loud as you like, because as soon as it gets dark, well, you'll go back to your tent and go back to bed. So it's the bush. You're not in the city, you're out in the bush. And there's no neighbours. Yes, no neighbours. So you'd be right for music in that sense. He does have neighbours, but they're not that close. And his friends do drop in and see him all the time. But anyway, Dave's not lonely. He's got plenty of friends around him. Don't worry about that. But it's a camping ground, and you go music festivals, barbecues, they have meals. You can ring up and say, oh, look, I want to bring 20 kids out there in a bus. Yep, give him a ring. Not a problem. He's all approved, everything like that. So if you want to see Dave Thurston, give him a yell. Okay, from Mr. Hominoid, see you later.